The film opens with establishing shots that create a sense of quiet melancholy. A car arriving on a wet road, a rustic bird feeder, and softly lit candles suggest a home that should be warm and inviting, but perhaps isn't. This feeling is immediately confirmed in the early scenes set around the kitchen table. Here, the core family dynamic is laid bare. The father, an older man, presides over the meal with a stoic, almost disinterested demeanor. His young wife, the stepmother, sits opposite him, her expression a mixture of unhappiness and resignation. Caught between them is the son, a young man who seems deeply uncomfortable, his downcast eyes and pensive looks suggesting he carries the weight of the household's unspoken tension. These dinner scenes are masterfully framed to show emotional distance. The characters share a physical space but are isolated in their own worlds. The son often takes on domestic duties, seen cooking, perhaps as a way to cope or fill the void left by his parents' emotional absence.
The initial setup is clear. This is not a happy home, but a collection of lonely individuals coexisting under one roof, each searching for an escape.
The story's trajectory shifts with the introduction of two new female characters who act as catalysts for change. The first is a young woman who arrives at the house to serve as the son's tutor. Their initial interactions are academic, but an undercurrent of attraction is immediately apparent. The scenes of them studying together are filled with a light and warmth absent from the family's interactions. Their relationship quickly moves outdoors to a wooden deck where they share drinks and conversation. This budding romance represents a potential path to normalcy for the son, a connection with a peer, free from the suffocating atmosphere of his home. Simultaneously, the father begins to seek companionship elsewhere. We see him having a serious conversation with a different woman with short, dark hair. This relationship progresses quickly as he brings her home and they share an intimate night. This development is crucial, as it effectively severs the father's already tenuous marital bond with the stepmother, leaving her more adrift and isolated than ever before. His actions, while a pursuit of his own happiness, push the other two members of his household closer together by creating a shared sense of abandonment. With the father increasingly absent, the dynamic between the son and his stepmother begins to transform. Their shared loneliness becomes a powerful magnet. An early, pivotal scene shows the stepmother entering the son's room at night. What begins as a moment of hesitant connection quickly crosses a significant boundary, leading to an intimate encounter. This act, born from desperation and a mutual need for comfort, sets the stage for the film's central conflict. The son's conflicted state is visualized in the subsequent scenes where he sits alone outdoors, reading and reflecting. He is now caught between two worlds, while the son's relationship with his tutor also deepens, blossoming from study sessions into a romance of its own. His secret connection with his stepmother continues to grow in the shadows of the house. The film masterfully juxtaposes these two relationships. His time with the tutor is bright and hopeful, often taking place in the day. In contrast, his moments with his stepmother are clandestine, primarily confined to the bedroom at night. They find in each other a solace they cannot find anywhere else. They have become partners in their shared isolation, navigating a complex and forbidden affair while the patriarch of the family is away. As these parallel relationships continue, an inevitable collision looms. The visual narrative builds towards a confrontation between the two women in the son's life. In a striking sequence, the tutor, wearing a bright yellow top, is seen leaving the house. The stepmother, coincidentally in a similarly colored garment, watches her go before following her outside. The ensuing confrontation on the deck is silent but charged with emotion. The tense body language and piercing stares convey a conversation where secrets are likely revealed and territories are marked. The stepmother, who has been passive for much of the film, seems to be asserting her place, forcing a choice and bringing the son's compartmentalized life crashing down. This scene serves as the emotional climax, where the consequences of everyone's actions finally surface. The film does not end with a dramatic explosion, but with a quiet, poignant conversation that brings the story full circle. In the final scenes, the father and the stepmother meet at a cafe. The setting, a neutral public space, is a stark contrast to the emotionally loaded house where the drama unfolded. Here they speak, and the father's expressions shift from surprise to dawning understanding and perhaps regret. The stepmother appears calm and resolved, as if she has finally found the strength to articulate her reality.